Hey everybody, it's Bust. We're continuing our playthrough of Lab of Legends. The 2.9 update is here, so there is all the additional passive powers and some additional buckets in here. They added the 5 new champions in, and we're going to jump in and play with Zilean. You know, as expedition players, we apparently don't get to play with Zilean, and so adding him into the mix in Lab of Legends is neat, since we never get to play with this. But amongst the other things here, with the addition of the 2.9 patch, they added the free rerolls button to the beginning, so we can now just reroll at will until we find the passive power that we like. I guess from my perspective, if you're just going to go this far, why not just list all of them and let someone pick it on the first screen? But what do I know? This was I guess realistically, this is probably an easier fix than reworking the UI. But nonetheless, we can jump back in here. Yeah, as Expedition players, this is fucking bonkers. Look at this. Like, Scrying Sands doesn't exist in Expedition. Waking Sands doesn't exist. Zilean doesn't exist. And it's pretty wild. So we'll get our chance to try these out. But, as usual, we'll try to find some way to take advantage of Zilean and the time bombs. I'm thinking that either want to move towards created cards cost 1 less, so that we could try and get the time bombs down cheaper, or we'd be looking for the spell mana type one. Or, of course, we're always cool with just adding in the free mana gem at the beginning. And so sorcery is kind of okay. I don't think that'll play well here. Bouncing Blades is one of the newer cards. Fleeting create a Blade's Edge every turn. It's not that super strong. Again, grant the weakest ally +1/+1. Not that strong. Looking for what is this? When you summon an ally, granted a random keyword. Not quite looking for that. Crush. This one is surprisingly strong. Doesn't feel like a card I'd want as my first passive, but could work out nicely at some point. All right, where's the mana gems at? Slow but steady. When you cast a spell, cast it twice. No, we're not trying to fork things. All right, we just got to keep re-rolling it. Just how long is this gonna take? I should have taken sorcery on the first one. Our spells cost 1 less. That's not what we're looking for. Little buddies summon their random poros. Oh, here we go. Oh man, or there's just create time bombs in your deck at the beginning. What do we think of that with Zilean? Destroyed 2 time bombs? Why not? Okay. We're getting kind of tired of rolling anyways, and we're playing on normal, so this shouldn't be this shouldn't be too difficult to crush through anyways. And so that seems fitting for our Zilean trial here. Okay, not a fantastic start. I do like the Xenotype Researchers and the Chronomancer. Let's see where we go from there. Not I can't remember if there were any 1-drops in this card pool. I don't think there were. Alright, I'm going to get down here and block my man. Alright. We want to just go ahead and start putting time bombs on the top. These have to just be ridiculous against the Spiders deck. I think that would be okay. I don't think we really want to play it on this turn, though. It's like I kind of want to like play Preservarium and Time Bomb on the same turn. I think we still want to lead with the Researchers, and then we'll get it down when the mana is a bit more appropriate.
Focus using multiple lenses. Clever.
I just improvised on the instructions you drafted.
I'm just gonna re-Time Bomb him here anyways. He really likes to block. Oh, got that Vile Feast? You got it, my man. Okay, still looking pretty good. End up taking 2. I think that will be fine. Don't even really need the second one, right? We're just gonna AoE his whole team for the 1 mana. I think I'm cool to just make a blocker though. Slow this down a little bit. It's like we're never gonna lose this game, but we don't want to lose like 10 health before we run into Thresh. So
That's not tamper-proof.
go ahead and take care of this while we can. Start getting these time bombs going every turn. I don't don't think there's a reason to open. We can get in more damage with Merciless Hunter anyways.
We love it when they run.
Got it.
That's right. Run.
All right. Much usage of the tom bombs. Looking pretty good here. Maybe we'll hit lifesteal on our on our lucky find. Let's see. Nope. Alright, we can take tough. We're just gonna open kill him next turn. Alright, so let's get some blocks in here. This open should do it. Scrying stands. I'm waiting so long for this to come into Expedition. Like, it has to come in. I mean, it'll probably be like 3 expansions down the road, but it's just, it's gonna be such a good card. Alright, let's move on with it. What do we got here? So, not too much exciting. I don't think Soraka's ever going to be good here. I'm trying to think of where we could even get any value out of these cards. We can stick to Renekton and just stay in Shurima. Kind of limit ourselves to maybe having predict cards show up in the future. Could also see Twisted Fate since it's just a strong champion on his own. These slot bots have a bit of synergy with our Preservariums. I could see pulling this off with Twisted Fate. The big thing that I'm really kind of looking for is early game plays, and the Twisted Fate doesn't help in that sense, but none of these pulls really help in that sense. Bloodthirsty Marauder doesn't. I mean, yes, it counts as an early game play, but it doesn't interact too favorably with most of the units. Okay. What do we got here? We can hang on to Zilean. I think this is probably fine. Well, Twisted Fate's probably not that good here. Never going to get a good red card against the Mistwraith deck. Perfect. Perfect with the researchers. Alright, I don't think we want any of these, so we'll go ahead and skip over that one. Waking Sands isn't going to be a good ad here.
That's new. You're provoking it.
Carefully, researchers. There's no rush.
What does it mean?
Okay. Take this trade if he's offering it up.
Artwork.
This is kind of gross. Again, I don't think we have like the tools to definitely beat the Mistwraiths. So I just don't like losing a ton of health going into the next round.
Just the right price.
Maybe we should put this on Zilean and try to get bonus attack. Yeah, that'll work. Come out here and trade with these Mistwraiths. We should have been looking for double time bomb at this point. Let's see if we hit it. And if we don't, it's completely fine. We can just add in slot bot. Ooh, we drew the big Chronomancer though. Oh snap. Kahiri on top.
I've been practicing,
Okay.
and it's not perfect. But look,
If your prediction is correct, we have much to look forward to.
Alright, that's gonna turn these things around. these dudes are gonna be huge.
let's go, keeper. No
time to waste.
Remember, time spent planning is never wasted.
Time spent planning is never wasted. You got it, Zilean.
The tech's out of this world.
Alright, so let's just prevent it all. I'm pretty strong. Trying to think. Okay, I don't think the unit leaves play if we play Chrono Shift. My worry for this turn is he's gonna have like a Withering Wail. I can't remember if they play Withering Wail or not, but he's gonna have some kind of AoE. Just a straight up vengeance, huh? Same deal. Oh, it's gotta be a champion? Shit, this is what happens when these cards aren't in Expedition. We don't know what anything does. Okay. We probably need to try and get multiple big boys on the board. I don't really want to take any extra damage if he tries to play another Risen Mists on us.
Let's go, keeper. No time to waste.
Remember, time spent planning is never wasted.
Excuse us.
Wanna see
All right,
how
maybe this'll do it. Maybe. Oh yeah. You have it. Really? Ah, fuck. Okay. Maybe we'll just hit 4 time bombs and that'll get everything sorted out.
We love it when they run.
Okay. Let's try this again.
Bright future, just as I've always known it would be.
Check that animation. This is just like playing a completely new expansion. So not used to this stuff. This is create a fleeting copy of each non-fleeting card I saw you play last round. Okay. You can still block everything here and get a Chrono Shift in.
Quit struggling.
Want any of these? I don't want any more Twisted Fates. Sure, why not? Time Bomb.
I suppose soon should be now.
Alright, team, I'm feeling good about it this time. This third extra attack is all we needed. That's all we needed. Right? Still dead? Okay. Jeez. I've never had such a struggle. Right, on to the next one. What do we got here? So, as far as upgrading Zilean goes, I mean, Phage is far and away the most powerful out of these. Lets him interact well in combat, too. And so, you know, getting a 3/6 for 2 mana is a good deal, regardless of the other cards he's doing. And here, I'm just going to take the Dune Keeper. I'm not super excited about it, but like we could probably safely get by with rerolls, but I typically don't like rerolling on these cards that don't have items on them. So we'll go ahead and take the Dune Keeper. We're really just searching for early game plays anyways, so it's a nice little find. Like, it's pretty tough to not be able to just like go light with the Zilean. Like, you do run out of board space with the time bombs, but I think we'll be okay in that sense, especially against like the turret rounds. Let's hang on. Oh, excuse me. Hang on to this Dune Keeper. Thresh will happily trade his 1-drop for the Dune Keeper. Should be pretty good at overwhelming this Vaults of Helia.
See what we see, soldiers.
Achilles? Where are you?
Get rid of half of it at least.
Please, I have connections.
Okay.
Our son.
Play my Zilean. Get him in here. Okay. Predict, I don't think we want any of these. We're still curving out well with the Xenotype researchers into the Profiteer, so we can let that go. Oh my god. The Blighted Caretaker, look out.
That's new. You're provoking it.
Carefully,
It's
research.
its own.
There's no rush.
If he ever blocks with his. Probably not. Alright, you can get your Chronicler of Ruin. I'm worried he's not going to attack with it since it just gets value blocked by Zilean. It's kind of a pain.
It's playtime.
You will? Maybe? Bring that thunder in here, my man. Pretty weak. I was hoping to hit a spell shield out of these, but let's get him the health. Yeah. He's not gonna. Oh god, he is gonna do it. Look out.
Excuse us.
Okay. Ooh. I was worried he was just gonna like hit Thresh off of that. Not anymore. Ruin Part 2. I don't think we're ever going to win the game this turn, so let's just go ahead and get our dudes in. We can Waking Sands through this one. Go for goods out of our opponent's deck. Skip that. Just looking for time bombs at this point. Oh. No, don't cast. What are you doing? Cancel. What the hell? Okay.
What's that noise?
Maybe you'll get a 2 damage for 1 mana spell. Not this time. Okay. We tried. Oh goodness. Can't quit yawning. Okay, we can just like post-combat box here. This isn't a big deal with a Thresh. Definitely gonna lose a unit. These. Look at that. Getting you with your own tricks, Thresh. Okay. What? Surprised there's not a weird animation for killing Thresh with the box. There we have it. On to the hunters. Alright, so what do we got here? Summon a random landmark from your deck. These are landmarks, right? Start of game, not start of round. The tom bombs are landmarks, right? Where you at, Zilean? Yeah, landmarks. That one's not too exciting. I think we could probably pull off something with Empty Mind here, but I just like ultimately worry that we're just gonna eventually like load our deck up with time bombs and then just not have the extra cards in our hand or have them be relevant. So I think we could do Raiding Party. But I mean, we're not going to be healing that or dealing that much singleton damage. Let's reroll this. Refill your spell mana's good. We don't have a lot of spells to take advantage of it, though. We just have the pilfered goods. You always love the best defense. To raise my health to match my power. Gives you so much healing. Alright, I have a really hard time passing this one. And so, but man, I want to cheat on the mana, but we just don't have the spells. We'll probably pick up some spells at some point. Let's take the sorcery. It's just got to be super strong here. Okay, and then these cards are all super weak. A promising future. I'm like half tempted to take just because it's a spell. We don't have a lot of spells, and we'll just be playing this for 1 mana frequently. We don't have a lot of interaction though. Just the Merciless Hunter. Let's just go for the memes, right? we're playing on normal difficulty here. This isn't going to be too tough. Feeling pretty good about it. It's not like we're playing the Talia, so. Right. Oh, I would like to have a 2-drop or a Zilean. Zilean being a 2-drop as well, so let's just get rid of everything in search. Refill block.
The desert by my side. Sand and blood.
It's not ideal. I just can't imagine a scenario where we get a good Doomkeeper here. It's like we add it and he just gets to the vulnerable. Maybe we want him to just like hang out and get the vulnerable to protect our like researchers and stuff, but this is safe. He always hooks the snow hare. Now we can Merciless Hunter down the Stalking Wolf if we want. We should probably just lead with the Waking Sands though, right? We can Waking Sands and then slam the Charger into a bigger unit if he plays one.
Gonna find a gift for Renekton, right, Arda?
Okay.
That's right. Run!
What you got for us? Want to start time bombing? I don't think we're going to play any of these. I'm just going to skip. I think we're definitely just going to be playing Researchers or Twisted Fate next turn. Probably the Researchers. It's like any unit he plays, we can just block with the Snow Hare.
What do you make of that? I'm not sure.
The big old Zilean. Get in there, my man. Alright, let's do this with the Tom Bombs. We'll keep going for the memeage here.
Prevent tissue denaturation. Wrap 'em up
I want to do this like he's just going to trade with the Icefell Archers. It gives him a value attack on the Researchers. We can clean up with Twisted Fates and Time Bombs, though. I think that's fine.
Hunt down.
Okay. Oh, we just want to go ahead and gold card to shut down the Elnick. 4, 8, 10 if we want. We're a mana short of doing everything. Oh, here's how you get him. Picked in them time bombs. Boom. Whoop, get them animations on.
All in my hands.
Alright, I think we're just fine. I cannot quit yawning today, I'm sorry. Oh, take heart. I guess we can't gold card into this. we had such good dreams and ideas. Oh, these do count. Well, I guess if they're coming out of the Zilean flip, they count as created cards. I can't remember if the ones he shuffled into our deck count as flips. And so I was talking about wanting that one mana or your created cards cost one less card. So could have potentially done something with it in that sense. You got any goodies for me? Not really. Right. We should be able to just land, like, Time Bomb and Twisted Fate out of this turn, so we can blow up this Weirding Stones or whatever. We're just gonna play Twisted Fate and red card. Oh shit, I thought we had another Time Bomb. That's awkward. This doesn't draw till the next turn, right? F. We're still fine. We can still get through this. We have the Waking Sands and all these cards to get going. Alright, we got him. Alright, so what do we got going on now? Tom in a Bottle, not super interested in. Twin Shadows also not super interested, or Devour the Depths of Twin Shadows, not super interested in. We probably don't have a lot of trouble getting deep, but I guess this is a removal spell. A little expensive. It doesn't feel like a card we actually need. Technically, we should probably just be picking up Tom in a Bottle, but we don't have any landmarks to advance with this. It's like just spending 2 mana to predict and gain 3 health. That's not good. I guess we can get stuff going with Vi, though. I mean, she fills in a lot of our problems as to where we don't have a lot of good ways to interact, and then we can play a bunch of Time Bombs to get her to level up quickly. I think that's fine. Let's stick with this, and then I wanna save those rerolls for something to make Time Bombs cheaper. We'll see if we can't find something. Probably can't, but you know, we'll give it a go. Not a great start. Come on, deck, give us something cheap.
The winter's claw strikes.
Sure. Let's see if we can get in here and block. Nope, you didn't want you didn't want anything to do with that? That's weird. Alright, this will start to get awkward. We don't have the high power it takes to deal with the Scar Grounds. Like this is not ideal in the sense of trying to maximize time bombs playing against the Scar Grounds. So we're gonna struggle a bit on this round. I think we just kind of want to keep these slot bots going. I'd like to get Vi down and see if we can't have things going well that way. Okay, so I mean, I think we just want to prevent some damage here. That's not that bad. Maybe we just gotta sit around and draw some cards and get the start getting better rolls on the slot bots.
Function call. Celebrate.
This is how you shut them down. So what do we want here? We probably want to take down the Ember Maiden. I'm still not quite ready for him to make everything tough. And then just his biggest unit after that, and the Elnick. That's fine. Your attack good now? Do this, right? We have the Vault Breaker. So he would only have one good block with the Stefan onto the slot bot. I think that's fine. Oh man, I didn't realize. Oh, she just get +2. We only played one card. Okay. Seems like she got a lot more, a lot more attack than I was expecting. Oh, we're looking good now.
The treasure was in me the whole time.
The winter's claw will purge the weak.
Now we can finish what was begun.
Okay, get a block here, block here, and block here. It's tapped out, so we don't have to worry about this too much. Play some Vault Breaker. It's looking pretty good now.
Coming to save the day. Or wreck it. Reavers, avenge me.
Lethal here, what is this? 6? No, you're gonna drop some.
What did we get?
We should probably do some more here. Like, if he just plays one unit, we can gold card it, then try and do something with the pilfered goods after the fact.
Nothing slight about these hands.
Is that lethal yet? Gotta sit around and do all these mathematics. That's not gonna be lethal, so let's just hook with Vi. And flip our Twisted Fate though? Far away from that. See, have you really not seen me draw a card Twisted Fate? I guess we did just play him this turn, that makes sense. Alright, looking good. I think we're fine to run into the Sejuani round.
Spin, spin, spin. You win.
And draw a single Tom Bomb this game, that's wild. Not like we wanted to draw him, but I'd suspect we would have drawn at least one. Okay.
You've done it this time.
Just gonna play it again, my man. Alright, that should do it. I bet we're lethal now.
Function call. Celebrate. So much to play for.
Got him. Alright, on to the turret rounds, or I guess I should say the P and Z rounds. The Foundry isn't turrets, but it should be pretty strong against this with all the Tom Bombs. I think we'll be looking pretty good here. What do we got? Oh, I was thinking the powder pandemonium was one of the powder keg generators, and I was like, we can do something with that. We can make that work. But again, I think I want to save. We get the one more passive power. What are you doing? No, back to whatever you're doing. I was trying to pull up my passives. But run summary. That's it. We get the one more. I'd like to find something to make the time bombs happen a little bit better. So I'm gonna save my rerolls for that. Pick up the tiered unit. An additional Zilean seems pretty good. We're hurting for early game, so I'm glad to pick up an additional copy of him. It sucks. It is. Flip is such a turd. It seems to me like one of those cards you see where it's just either there's going to be like some absurd combo with it, or it's going to be complete garbage. There's never any in between with a card like Chrono Shift. So it appears to be on the side of turd as opposed to combo engine, but yeah, maybe one day. Oh shit, we're still up against Sejuani. Shit, I thought we were already in the P&Z rounds. Okay. Don't want to draw Kahiri. We could get time bombs going, I guess.
Keep the eyes depending on me.
Little sloppy. Haven't been paying the most attention in the world. Just assume that this run on normal is going to go pretty swimmingly.
Nothing really stays.
Is he going to play a unit now? I would have kind of recommended just flash freezing the bigger one. You got a shatter? Okay. That's fine. Got him. I think this quite warrants a Twisted Fate, but let's just flip our Zilean. He's good to block here as well. But we don't want to waste him. We can Chronomancer first. Don't want any of this.
I've been practicing, and it's not perfect.
If your prediction is correct,
Get
we
this
have much
block.
to look forward to.
Time bomb. And red carding next turn. So yeah, check that animation.
All in my hands.
That should be pretty safe. Zilean's big enough to just deal with anything our opponent could have. Guess we can do the same thing with Vi. And the better way to go about this, I think. A little preemptive. I don't think that's going to get you the Play of the Day award, Sejuani.
Enforcer down.
All right.
Bow to no one.
Sure.
Let's go, Keeper. No time to waste.
Remember, time spent planning is never wasted.
Still looking good. These, do we want to pick up the researchers? Probably just want quicksand. We have enough cards in our hand just to protect ourselves from Sejuani. Seems good. I guess with a hand like this, I mean, it's still nice to pick up here, but can just gold card this and should be strong enough to punch through. We can completely fill our board when we add
Nothing
Doomkeeper.
slight about these hands. Our spoils will rival the war mines. Hear that, Bristle?
I feel like this is gonna do it. It's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. This does not matter. Pushing buttons.
Hit 'em where it hurts. Freeze!
Got him. Alright, where's our something cool at? Our spells cost one less is not quite what we're looking for, but man, there's another shuffle 4 time bombs in your deck at the beginning of the game. I don't think we need that at this point. I'm gonna let that one go. I'm gonna keep searching for the things where we're gonna get some time bomb value. These all seem weak. Have ways to give buffs. Giving the weakest ally is not the worst, and then don't want the landmark thing. All right, guys, last reroll. Something good. That's not what we wanted. Probably just need to take Duelist. It's awkward when we have all these Zileans and he already has Challenger, but interactivity is one of our weak points here. Been getting closer to emptying our hand. I just don't think it's ever going to happen. So Duelist could be fine. I'd also see an argument for taking a what is it? Taking the there was something else. I can't remember. It slipped my mind. But with these, I do appreciate all the comments that told me this. I used to, I would see this come up on the champion item and not realize you can take Zilean and then a different one of these items. I just, whenever I saw the 3 columns come up, I thought it would just be taking whatever, like it works with the items on the physical cards in your deck. And so we can't take the Zilean and give him a different ability. I think Scout's going to be the reasonable way for him. We just continue to level up our main champion. Got to get those chrono shifts into our deck. That's clearly the most important card we could be finding. So off we go. Picked up a Zilean. Oh my goodness.
The desert by my side. Always forward.
Okay. Clear it out. Would have kind of liked to see if we could have just passed to have him play a card that maybe we could hook with the Sand Soldier, like if he had a jury rig in his hand. But not the case today. Come the time bombs, bro. Okay, happy enough to pick up the researchers. Ooh, he's just gonna pass? Nice. So we still have pretty good attacks. Like we have the scout attack with Zilean. We're gonna have the researchers. I'd like to see him just, play out his hand before we start attacking stuff, but there's not gonna be a big difference in this. We're also gonna have the Sandstone Charger we can send down this turn as well.
That's a harvest right there.
Really done? No jerry rigs today. Okay. Seems good. We might actually beat him before we deck him. We could be getting him with the pilfered goods here. Our way to close out the game.
I got ways to find me mushrooms.
Right, let's get the time bombs going. Our Zilean's about to flip, so this should be
What you looking
reasonably strong. I would ideally just let Zilean die in combat here, then replay the new copy. See what comes out here. You know, just preventing the damage. We tend to take a lot of damage in this round. I'd rather, you know, go into the victor rounds with as much health as we can.
Just a moment.
That's not tamper-proof.
Yes. Okay, quicksand. Keep you just in case he hits the sump snipe scavenger.
Just borrow it.
It's like they put a new that puff cap counter looked a little bit more crisp. I'm curious if that's what their time has been spent on here recently. It's not crafting the perfect set of patch notes. It's updating the font on the puff cap counter. Let's repredict. Xenotype researchers, good.
And it's not perfect,
If your prediction is correct, we have much to look forward to.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hit this while it's a 1-1. Then we'll get more attacks in with the Doomkeeper. It's not really a good turn for attacking when he has the caustic casks on the board, but whatever.
See what we
We'll get something in there.
sand and blood.
turn it like so.
Get him for that big 3 damage. See, look at that new font, right? I'm not crazy in thinking that. I'm pretty sure I'm spot on in that analysis.
That's new. You're provoking me.
Carefully, researchers. There's no rush.
I don't really want to just be drawing a whole bunch of cards, so I think we're good to just let this go.
Zetsa, Shinsa, brought you back a few things.
Look how tall you got. Look at that tech.
Okay.
Quickly.
Let's take care of what we can.
You name it, I'll nick it.
The weapon and I are one.
Look at this.
Gotta stop there. 7 cards.
Don't touch that.
I don't think this is gonna. I don't think we're ever gonna kill him with damage. I think we're just gonna deck him this game. So, we'll see if we can't pull off like a Twisted Fate Pilfered Goods or something if we manage to draw one. Maybe we'll hit Lifesteal on these Profiteers.
These are for far across the salt flats.
Whoa! Dude's going all in. What do you got here? Scrap Dash Assembly, Mystic Shots, Transmogulator. Okay.
They told me to keep this one, but I like it.
None of these are Lifesteal. Can you even hit Lifesteal off of a Lucky Find? Not 100% sure. Not on those. Alright, so yeah, I just don't want to draw a ton of cards here. I don't really want to play Time Bomb, Preservarium. Merciless Hunter and Slotbot if we want. Probably good enough just to play like Kahiri
I'm back.
and add a Merciless Hunter. I
See
mean,
you again.
My dear
We could force some blocks out here, but
I worry every second.
this game's gonna end on his draw.
Each pen.
This is for another 2, so we get a 19. Let's take whatever puff cap damage we take. Alright. Not sending stuff face, that's all that matters. But, oh shit. Oh, he's only got one card though. Okay. Alright. Took an extra 4 damage off that new font. Dang. Somebody have to tell me if I'm right on that. If that... Can't tell. I play quite a bit of the puff caps in Expedition. Feel like I would have noticed the new font. Like it was strikingly apparent to me here. Remember, this is what the videos devolved into. It's just me talking about fonts. And so, welcome here if you're new. But with these, I'm just gonna take the Merciless Hunter because it's the cheapest. I'm not really stoked about like having the Twisted Fates here. It doesn't play that well in our deck. Profiteers, it's kind of meh. This is it. This is our opportunity to take advantage of time bombs. All right, not a bad start.
The Emperor commands, the land obeys. Always forward.
Happy to do whatever's needed.
Good, looking good. Really want to just start popping off time bombs. It takes us a while to get Vi going. I think this will be okay. Maybe we'll actually go for the Zilean flip here instead of just trying to slam him into like a 3-for-1 these combats. Just stop there. Bruh. Maybe that's what we need the chrono shift for. Alright, then do we actually want to draw any of these? We already have the one Twisted Fate. Maybe we should take the second one. I'm worried about what's going to actually happen and how we actually close out the game. If opponent has that... Once they start getting like the 8/8s and the 8/4 quick attacks, we can actually deal with that. Twisted Fate's kind of a way to try and deal with that. Not the strongest idea I've ever come up with. Dude. People out here trying to do cool shit. Being like that.
Never lost a fair game. Who says
I want to take this one down because we can't actually attack it. Or we can't block it. So we'll just try to ace it and then we can start... I assure you we're going to start playing time bombs at some point.
I don't want to eat whatever woke you up.
Let's take this puppy for a spin.
Lady Luck is smiling.
We'll just block that, right, bro? You're just going to lose your units. That. Let's pick a card away that's promising futures, and that's going to be a real turd. Don't need to be getting those AoEs happening with that.
And they said I was dangerous.
Focus using multiple lenses. Clever.
I just improvised on the instructions you drafted.
Starting to get a little worried. This could start to get problematic.
Oh dear, who upset the Tower Guardian?
Maybe we should have just shuffled those away and tried to draw more +3/+3s.
Gonna find a gift for Renekton, right, Arda?
Ugh, gross. It still works out okay. Like the plan was to just oh, you have spell shield. How about that? The plan was just to get time bombs going. Now that we've drawn Zilean, it's a little bit different. But I was just going to hook his 8/4 with our 3/3 and then try and punch through time bombs. You have to take Vi over for this one. Let's make our Zilean flip.
If we can undo what has been done,
We can, Timekeeper. Let me show you.
Okay. We're gonna have the one bomb now, so we need to spread the damage out like this. We actually have to get these Zilean attacks in. Okay. Here come the 8/8s. Progress day, you got it.
Don't touch it. My word.
Just what I was hoping we'd pick up. We can get the be drawing a ton of time bombs now. Be really cool if these only costed one. There's some. I guess the 4 that get shuffled into our deck don't count as created, and then the one Zilean creates count as created. I guess that makes sense. Let's load up the old hand. Doesn't seem like the strongest of strategies, and your opponent's just going to start adding 8/8s to the board, but you can at least deal with the 4 health ones.
This is a real spin to win.
who wants a taste of progress?
Rather just profiteer. That's a real question. But what could we want to give anything to Zilean? There's a couple things. We can play profiteer, and it'll have challenger. We can challenge into T Hex. Then he's unfortunately only going to get hit with 1 time bomb. Hit the 2 on the ends. So maybe we'd play it, but then I just use it on self. Uh-oh, just going face? Come on, dude. Plus attack. There we go.
Look at that quality.
Just blow him right up. Then I think we have to stop here, right? Right. Quicksand's kind of interesting, and then we can stop the Voltician. And then realistically at this point he's played Progress Day twice. He's got 3 cards left in his deck. We're just going to stall this out as long as we can.
Give it a whirl.
Should be pretty tough for him to actually kill us.
This one's a
Should be.
fighter.
Take note of that part of it. We can just, what do we say? Like, what if we do this, 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 Quicksand down here so we actually get to deal the damage. And then Time Bomb 3 times. Probably really just want to play Profiteer. Can you hit Nab off of Profiteer? That would be nice. We're not gonna have the additional time bombs. I was thinking that we were just gonna start running them out. So let's play Profiteer.
Looks valuable. It probably is, eh?
Maybe I don't quite remember how this deck sequences. If they just leave these bad units on the board, if they'll overwrite stuff. I think we're fine though. We just need to be able to block here. There it is. We can't face him though, right? We don't have any ways. We didn't take Overwhelm. Is that going to be our big mistake of the draft? Was not taking Overwhelm? Let's see if we can find Twisted Fate. We get a couple draws at him.
Charged up and ready to go.
Okay, so we just need to get a unit on the board then. Is it better to... Oh, hang on. Was it... How did we deal damage to his face? That's all golden stuff. Alright. Draw me those cards. Alright. Ace yourself. Alrighty, well, we made it to the final battle. Things would have been a little nicer if we had that created cards cost one less. That's what we should have taken instead of what we started with, that Time Bomb one. It's been okay. Hasn't been spectacular. What do we got here right at the end? Make Quicksand cost 0, which sounds more interesting than giving Kahiri Quick Attack, but we haven't had problems filling out the board. But I do like the Quicksands in this round. Just to shut off their elusive units, and so I think I'm more interested in just adding in the additional copy of Quicksand more so than we are ever of making it cost 0. Right, the battles begin. That's what the hand's supposed to look like, isn't it? Ready to hook. I can't remember if he ever slow plays this. Death Ray, sure. I was gonna say if we can. If he's ever gonna play the 1-drop augment unit behind our attack. Twisted in any of this? Do we really want to pick up Twisted Fate? He doesn't seem that good here. Let's take Profiteer. I could actually see her working out pretty well with Zilean in this matchup. Moving him tough or something. Let's give him a chance to add a unit to the board. Get on out of here.
If it looks valuable, it probably is, eh?
What kind of trouble you trying to get us in here? Wonder. May attack with Victor this turn. Overwhelm Fearsome. This is like the worst set of cards. I guess we're stuck taking Overwhelm. Gonna be challenging every time. Right.
Call that an offer?
Rip. That's usually enough to beat Victor once you take his first one down. Takes him so long to recover after that. Hey, we can get these augments plus time bomb thing going on, right? That's a strategy.
From old Mizzou, the best kept secret in Sharia.
Definitely just came up with the strategy.
Exalt me like the god I am! Yow!
Cut you a deal.
Pounce!
Not worth my time.
Interesting play pattern there. Just don't play the Lucky Fond. Alright, Victor.
Let's go, keeper.
Alright, I don't think this quite matters. We can't interact with this thing other than throwing a blocker in front of it. He's all tapped out. Looks good to me. Able to piece together like a chrono shift play here. This is going to be a little short on the damage, but see if he plays something a little bit bigger that we can slam our Zilean into.
Make haste! No more wasting time! I so soon should be now.
Give it a whirl.
The Mimic is a little scary. I really need to be death raying the Submersible before he attacks. Okay, perfect, perfect. Uh-oh. Alright. You see him start running out cards and it gets scary. Yeah, as long as he can't elusive through, then this is fine. I think we've probably just won this game. Just want to pick up the old quicksand just to be a little safer. Still adding Kahiri this turn. Could start time bombing. Probably need to just time bomb. The second one will get him to flip. Okay.
Let's go, keeper. No time to waste.
Remember,
And we can kill our Zilean again. See what we think of that. Just slamming him into the Mimic. We should have a good good follow-up attack with the Rescout. Okay.
make haste!
Get that out of here. Uh-oh. I'll just death race. Sure. Alright, I think we're good. You know, as bad as things could go, we can just gold card maybe something if we need to. I think we're good. Our Zilean's about to flip, so we'll start getting a ton of cards in our hand. I think we're gonna do it. I think normal mode is gonna be defeated.
I'm always up for a round or two. All that
Go ahead and gold card this thing. I don't want him getting elusive attacks in, and then I think we'll be should be okay.
Plug and play.
easy.
Our our scout overwhelm hooks should be pretty decent here. Was this 20 into 6 should get him for 14 at the minimum. Alright, I think we're gonna do it.
Kahiri! What is that?
You needed a sample for your research, so I found one.
Oh man, so much stats.
That's new. You're looking it.
Carefully, researchers. There's no rush.
Here we go, researchers. We're gonna do it. It's a nice little battle, nice little win. Nice little victory. Viktorious, if you will. Yeah, it felt like kind of a sad point to not take the created cards, cost 1 less. It seems like a nice little chain that you can get going with Victor. But it's tough as to whether or not you want to just be shuffling the time bombs in, because they get kind of expensive, and so I was really looking to start off with the likes of a way to churn out more of the time bombs, and we didn't quite get there with the adding these into our deck. And so I think the mana gem or the created cards cost less would have been a little bit better, but turned out nicely in either way. But yeah, that is going to do it for us today. You know, if you're new to us with the labs, we do a lot of expedition content. If that's something you'd like to check out, and then if you're here for the lab content, we plan on churning on through these. And I was getting my way into heroic, and then the new patch came out, and then the labs all changed, and so I gotta restart and finish off the things here at the beginning. Nonetheless, I hope you all learned how to set your clocks a little bit better, learned a thing or two along the way, and had a good time watching. This is Bust, and we thank you for being here.